Today we're going to talk about how to properly clean a record. We've intentionally contaminated this one with dust to show you how to use a record brush, preferably a dry record brush. A lot of people don't use the record brushes properly, and so they wind up actually creating problems rather than solving them. Let me show you. A lot of people will take this is a carbon fiber record brush, and they will simply hold it vertical and go around the record, and then they lift off. And what they wind up doing is building a ski jump, a barrier that the cartridge has to go through. And it's really not getting the job done the way you would like to do it. So I'm going to show you now. This is an AudioQuest record brush, one of many that's available on the market. What you actually want to do is to hold the record brush at an angle. Well, from that angle, it'd be like this. So your goal is to drive the dirt up into the bristles themselves. And you basically can see what you're now pulling off. Depending upon how dirty the record is, you may have to repeat the process several times. When you have this dirt on your brush, take the bar or whatever they provide with you and simply knock it off that way. Don't put your hand on the bristles to knock it off, because you're now putting finger oil on the bristles. So this one's going to take a couple times, and we used vacuum cleaner dust, which was pretty vicious. And we're just simply going to go through it time and time again until we get off what we want. And you just continue to repeat that process. Most of the dust you'll be taking off of records is more likely airborne particles, fibers, things like that. They're not going to be micro dust. If you run into a record that is full of a lot of micro dirt, you actually need a record cleaner that applies a fluid, but that it also removes that fluid and vacuums it off. You don't want to leave this airborne dirt, which is water soluble, to now lay on it with water on it, because all you're going to do is wind up making mud cakes all over your record, and that produces a lot of noise. So we're going to go back at it again, and you can see at each spin I'm going around, the fibers are getting into the grooves, and I'm continuing to pull dirt off. And as you get down towards the final, if you come off at a slight diagonal to the record, you avoid creating that ski jump that I was talking about.